Hello humans, my name is Dael Kingsmill. A bunch of you in my previous video on how I run overland travel in D&D, which if you haven't seen it, you can see it, there's a card in the corner. A bunch of y'all in my comments section were asking me about how I organize my DM binder. So here it is, I'm making a video about it, because I'm still on a D&D kick. Who in the world isn't? So here is how to organize a Dungeon Master's binder. Or how I do it anyway, just to give you an idea. Maybe it won't work for you. Go your own way. Make your own kind of music. But in the meantime, I'm excited to show you mine, because I am proud of my organizational methods. It has color-coded sticker tabs in both vertical and horizontal. I am cool, I swear! So basically my binder is organized into two different sections, one for in session and one for out of session. Out of session is mostly made up of character information. Oh yeah, these are Pathfinder character sheets because we started in Pathfinder, and we're just keeping on going with them and trying to make it work. Now I have a huge party of 7 people, and so I've assigned each character a color. Unfortunately for my players, they didn't get to pick. I'm synesthetic, so in order to flip quickly to the character I need while I'm thinking about other things, I just gave them colors that corresponded to my brain patterns. So they've all got colored tabs, and the colors on the spine of their plastic sheets are also matching. And I gave their little standee stands color matching things as well, so that we can spot who's who really quickly in a battle. So for example, we can see Orvan is light blue, Jinx is red, Addie is yellow, Barbara is green, Kylerin is blue, like dark blue. Polnedra is technically purple, but there were only 4 colors on the tabs that I got, so I just used a blue one and colored it in black. And then Hylas is white, and I similarly used a yellow one and just coloured it in with a strip of correction tape. Ugh. This is really hard. How did play school readers do this? Oh my gosh. So now each character has, in the same order every time, cycling through, we have their character sheet, then we have their spell information or signature weapons or important items that they carry, little index card sheet there. Then we have a page of their backstory if they have one, or my own summary dot points of things we know about the character if they haven't written one. Then a space for character art. You can see here that one of my players, Kiara, made mood boards for everyone. They're very cool. Then there's a space for important NPCs who are attached to that player character. And then finally, a character progression table in the back there for when they level up. And then we're on to the next character, and so on and so forth. So it's really easy, in or out of session, to just flip to the correct page, because I've got these tabs. In session stuff, you go to a totally different section and flip the opposite direction, because I want my notepad on the right, because I'm right-handed. That's for taking notes during the session, which, I mean, I'm very pleased that I think I'm gonna take notes of any kind of quality while I play the game, because so far that has not been the case. Then right next to that we have the session notes. Mine are a huge block of text right now, which I know that's not how a lot of people do it, but kind of winging it hasn't been working for me. I mean, it works, like I can wing it for the most part, but there's usually something specific I want to happen, or some like flavor text description I want to include, and I always forget because I'm so focused on other things. And then I was thinking, like, when I give a presentation or a lecture or something, even though everyone says to just keep note cards and not write it all out, I like to write it all out, and I do better when I write it all out, so that's what I did. Then we get battle maps for the session. Ooh la la. Then we get information on their current location. So this is Glasstide. This is a map of the town of Glasstide with some information about specific places, different districts, as well as the population of the town. Then we have, tabbed over to the side so it's easy to flip to, we have important NPCs who are here for the session or here in this location. Another tabbed section on the session enemies that they're gonna have to face. Oh, it's so hard to hold this up. I'm so weak. The session loot, so this is stuff that they might find during the session, or things that are available for sale in the town that are of significance. Ooh! Next, we get the NPC names. You know how everyone has a list of names for NPC characters just in case your party happen to ask what that guard's name is? Well, here's a tip I think is actually useful. You can see I started, it's got human crossed out and it's got halfling crossed out because I started out organizing names by race like a lot of people do. But that was just not working. So what I actually did was I switched to organizing them by what their dominant ability score would be. Because I think really in a lot of ways that's the more important thing, right? And you can tell pretty intuitively what a random NPC character's dominant stat would be. Like if the party meets a thief and they want to know what this thief's name is and you had nothing planned, you can assume that their dominant stat is going to be dexterity. So you want them to have a name that sounds dexterous rather than a name that sounds, I don't know, wise or like they've got a lot of constitution. So I could quite happily name a random thief Iskin, and that name would work for multiple races, and that's much more likely to feel right than if I named them, I don't know, Boreon or Belina. Then my wilderness tables that you already saw, and then we've got some empty sleeves here, but they're spaces for other locations that the party are not currently at. So here we have a space for a town map and information, and we've got significant NPCs and items for purchase. These are for places that the party have been but aren't currently, but probably will go to again. Currently they're empty because my party haven't left their starting town yet, but as soon as they go to Brynolden, for example, I will move all of my glass-tied details back to those sections and move Brynolden forward. Yeah, and you can move stuff around and switch where they are based on what you need for that particular session. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. That is my DM binder. And who knows, maybe if you have trouble organizing your D&D Dungeon Master stuff, maybe that gave you some ideas. Speaking of ideas, you all reacted really, really well to my D&D video the other day, and I don't know, I've got heaps of like homebrew stuff I use and systems that I use for like death or major injuries or things like that. A lot of my characters took medicine, and I don't want that to feel like a waste, so I have a thing that can't be healed just by magic. It's a whole thing. So yeah, I don't know, if you want to hear about those kinds of things sometime, let me know. Stacks of you are new here, you seem to have come across my Dumb Ways to Die Critical Role video. So welcome! It's lovely to meet you. If you're unsure what to expect, most of what I make here I do lots of mythology storytelling videos. I'm a big old myth geek. I used to make videos on the Geek and Sundry Vlogs channel for that, so it's kinda my thing. And I also have a scripted content web series at the moment. It's called Wolfgang. It's about a bunch of werewolves during the full moon, but when they're not wolves. It's just a bunch of silly fun that comes out every full moon. So yeah, check it out. Go have fun in the catalogue of stuff I've made. In a world of pure imagination. Alright, apart from that, I do believe that's it. I'm done. Email this to your grandma and I'll see you some other time.